This is going to be for the week of October 28th and 29th. Thursday will be our next live Facebook sale, and that's where I'll be showing a majority of what I'm about to show you. First thing I want to do is tell you about pre-orders that's coming up and also some new releases that we will have in time for Thursday, but I don't necessarily have here and ready. We are waiting for UPS to deliver those probably tomorrow, Wednesday, or probably Thursday. So in our group, Whole Lot of Records on Facebook, make sure you go to that because we are doing pre-orders of a few titles. We have, and some of these are coming in tomorrow that we will have ready for our sale on Thursday. REM, New Adventures in Hi-Fi, Whitney Houston, it's a greatest hits, 2 LP. The new Pink Floyd remix and remaster of Momentary Lapse of Reason. There's a new Alabama Shakes and a Typo Negative. That's just a few that I jotted down, and I think there's some up here on this wall that I'm going to get to. And then there's a box set that's a pre-order worth noting, Skid Row. I think there's going to be it's a 7 LP, 5 album Skid Row box set that's coming out either 1st of December, late November. We're doing a pre-order on that. If you're into Skid Row, there's a couple albums in there that they haven't ever reissued, I don't think, officially. So check that out. That's going to be well worth the money because the OGs of some of those albums are very pricey or don't even exist. So Skid Row box set, make sure you check out our group and do a pre-order on that if you're interested. We have new arrivals and restocks. This is a restock. This got inducted to the Lebanon Antique Mall Hall of Fame this week, I think, when we surpassed 50 copies. So we had sold out. We got 25 more in. This is a Rocktober 2 LP red vinyl, limited edition, exclusive of Heavy Metal Soundtrack. Heavy Metal Soundtrack. Classic. They reissued this. Rocktober did, I think, in 2017, and even those are pricey. Red vinyl limited. Grab one of these while you can. They won't stay around too long. Let me go ahead and knock out this Def Leppard box. I don't think this is actually a new release, but it finally came in stock through our distributor where we could get it. Def Leppard Hysteria, limited edition collector set, 7-inch singles box set. And then it has the songs there, Women, Animal, Hysteria, Pour Some Sugar on Me, and 2 previously unreleased singles. So that is a very cool 7-inch Def Leppard. I know a couple fans right off the bat that will want to grab one of those. New sealed, of course. This is all of our new vinyl arrivals. This is a new release for this week. Street date will be Friday. We will have them available for sale on Thursday night. And also we will have them, we have it in our group right now for a pre-sale commitment. I call it a pre-order, kind of a pre-sale commitment. Sometimes we don't know how many of these things we're going to get in, so we order them. And we put in for 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 like we did Ozzy, and we just have customers claim them. You can get in on that action. It's in our group. Make sure you find our group, and you kind of say, yeah, if one comes in, I'll take it. And this is a new compilation, Motorhead, the very best of Motorhead, Everything Louder Forever. And that is a 2 LP double vinyl, black vinyl, Motorhead greatest hits. A restock, this was very popular from last week, Duran, Future Past, limited edition, transparent red vinyl. So that's still the indie exclusive. We were lucky to get some of those back in. Duran, Future Past. That's the red vinyl indie exclusive. We will have those for sale. Echo and the Bunnymen. I think this is a Rocktober exclusive. I don't see a sticker on it, but I was pretty sure on the Rocktober spreadsheet they were reissuing most of the Echo and the Bunnymen. And this is Echo and the Bunnymen Flowers, reissued for the first time on vinyl, white vinyl. I'm almost certain that is a Rocktober indie exclusive. So when that's gone, it'll probably be gone. Now, I seen this when I was putting these records on the shelf. I don't know. I've never seen this before. Johnny Cash, Forever Words. Johnny Cash, Forever Words. And this is unknown Johnny Cash writings brought to life as new songs by Chris Cornell, Rustin Kelly, Casey Musgraves, Roseanne Cash, Alison Krauss, and Union Station, Brad Paisley, and more. So, hey, it's got Chris Cornell on it. I'm definitely going to open up a copy just to see what that sounds like, because usually when Chris Cornell's covering, or Johnny Cash, I guess, covered some Chris Cornell too. So kind of return the favor on that one. I bet that's really good, so that's worth picking up. This is a restock. I checked their shelf, and I said, man, we're sold out of that. And when this came out, it was a pretty popular release. Jimi Hendrix Live in Maui. It's kind of a box set packaging, so I guess you could call it a box set. It's really cool because they kind of did a teaser of some of this footage on YouTube when they were going to release this, and it was such good footage. It sounded great, and of course the vinyl didn't disappoint either. And the really good thing about this, for the price, it includes the Blu-ray DVD from that concert. So you get it on vinyl, and you get the Blu-ray DVD, 24-page book. You got to get that. Jimi Hendrix Live in Maui. The Best of Pink Floyd. Now, this is one of the only Pink Floyd titles I don't think I've ever stocked. I'm not for sure why I just now decided to get this, but it's The Best of Pink Floyd. A Foot in the Door, 2 LPs. Hey You, See Emily Play, Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, Comfortably Numb, Brain Damage. So some of their singles, and Time, Breathe, High Hopes, Learning to Fly. Wide range. They have everything from See Emily Play to some of their more recent stuff. Pink Floyd. None of these are priced. Ed just recently unboxed these today. We got some of them priced, but I'm filming this the night of Tuesday. We will have most of it priced and ready. We will have definitely all of it priced and ready by Thursday before we go live. So some of these we're still waiting for UPS to deliver, UPS, and so we usually like to wait till everything's here, then we check our order and get it all stickered. Everyone should know what that is. Rolling Stones, Hot Rocks, Greatest Hits, 64 to 71. We get 4 or 5 of those in at a time. I don't know why I don't go ahead and order more, because they always sell out. It's a Stones Essentials, especially for early stuff. This sounds really good. Music on vinyl. I always sell out of these. Once again, another title. I don't know why I don't go ahead and buy an entire crate full of them, because I hate to know if they ever discontinue this. The Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? And this is a Music on Vinyl remastered from the original analog tapes with the original UK artwork, and it's in mono. It's in mono. So these sound phenomenal. Music on vinyl. Every time I do one of these videos, you're going to hear me hype them up. We carry a lot of Music on Vinyl titles. That does sound really good. I own a copy of that myself. Rumor has it, Reba McEntire. This has been a tough OG to find. It always has been. That album originally came out in 1990, I think. And this is a 30th anniversary edition. 10 original songs, including the big hit of hers, Fancy. And that's why this album usually doesn't stay around too long. We've only ever had 1 or 2 original copies of this, so and they're pricey, like $7,500 range, I'm pretty sure. So for a nice one, if you're a Reba fan, you'll want to get that. Not going to be a bad price on that compared to an original. UFO, man, always a heavy request. This is I think their debut album, UFO Phenomenon, and this is a 2 LP. And it also has some live stuff on it. So kind of a deluxe type reissue of that. UFO Phenomenon. We're going to have all this stuff available Thursday night live on Facebook. Thursday night live on Facebook. A Decade of Destruction. That is Five Finger Death Punch. Decade of Destruction Volume 2. This has been a heavy request lately. I didn't realize we were sold out of a lot of our Elton John titles. This is Elton John Diamonds. It's a 2 LP, his ultimate greatest hits. Yeah, that's an essential. We get his greatest hits Volume 1 occasionally in on vintage in our vintage vinyl, but they sell instantly, so we try to always keep something in stock. Check out this title. I discovered this. It's a new release. And I was like, whoa, we got to get some of these. Starship, Greatest Hits relaunched, and that's on purple vinyl, and that's a gatefold packaging. It's a Starship Greatest Hits, on purple vinyl. First track is We Built This City. And I'm going to put myself back one of those. And here's an absolute classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We sold an OG, beautiful Decca first pressing of this tonight from the Fred Goodwin collection for $59.99. And this is the newest reissue. I got 10, 15, or maybe even 20 of these last week, and we sold out of all of them. And I had backups, more comments where people wanted them. So I think we got another 10 or 15 of these in. Christmas records, buy them while you can. The way vinyl production is, the way any kind of materials are with cargo ships kind of waiting to be docked, unloading stuff. If you see a chance to buy anything, you know, Christmas, buy it, because once these things are gone, they're going to be gone until next year. If y'all remember this, we sold out of it really quickly on the last show. I've went through about 30 or 40 copies of this. Kind of an unknown Rush album. I mean, unless you're a Rush fan, then you're like, what's he talking about? Rush, Hold Your Fire. And what's really good about this is it's a 200 gram, and all these Rush 200 gram copies, when they've gone out of print, they have skyrocketed in value because these sound so good. I opened up an original copy of this. It's my favorite Rush album. I opened up an original copy of it, OG, sealed. I opened it, and then I listened to this right after it, and this copy sounds better. And that's how it is with some of this new vinyl. Some of the OG pressings are more for collectability so than, you know, sound quality. Some of these are going to, and then it could be vice versa. Some of these aren't going to be as great as the OG, and that's why sometimes the OG is more pricey. Let's see if anybody watching knows the Sonics. Let's see if you know the Sonics. If you're watching, comment. And Sonics is, their stuff is super rare. OGs of this. They were originally from Northwest band. I think they came out of Seattle. But it's an early garage band. Their stuff is killer. This is the Sonics Boom. I think an original pressing of this album is no less than 200, and I bet nice ones can be 3 or 4, and that's just my guess. The last time I had an opportunity to buy one, that's about what someone was asking for it. So check out the Sonics, especially if you're into garage rock, early stuff there. Susan Tedeschi, and I hope I'm not butchering her last name, just like the Tedeschi Trucks band. This is part of the Austin City Limits. Y'all have seen these before. I hope that is in frame on the camera. But we've had Merle Haggard, we've had Johnny Cash, we've had Willie, we've had Waylon, part of this Austin City Limits, and this is Susan Tedeschi, and that's a 2 LP. That is $31.99. By the way, I meant to plug it as soon as this video started. Make sure you subscribe to our video. It would absolutely make my day. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible, and I know with y'all's help we can do it. So, and I'm going to be trying to post a video almost every day because we have more new arrivals coming, and lots of other videos I'm going to be doing for y'all. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Dinosaur Jr. Without a Sound. That's definitely a Doug order. So Doug Page. He's our shipping manager and shipping logistics manager. He's a manager of a lot of things. And as I'm showing new vinyl in these videos, you're going to hear me mention Doug's name. He orders a lot of stuff. I'm not going to call it obscure, but it's stuff that I don't think about ordering. Actually, when I originally hired Doug, he was going to be handling all of our new vinyl orders. And we've grown so much since then. We've kind of delegated to other people. He orders. I order most of it. We get ideas from John. We get ideas from Scott. We get ideas from everybody, customers, and so sometimes I'll be like, Dinosaur Jr. Of course, I am familiar with them, but if Doug was standing right here beside me, he probably could tell you the entire biography. So shout out to Doug. Maybe he'll watch this. The Replacements, Let It Be. The Replacements, Let It Be, and that is $27.99. So I'm familiar with this band. I ordered this. What I do a lot of times is I go to stuff that I'm not like super familiar with, like, you know, y'all know my bands, Black Sabbath, Dio, Rush, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. You know, y'all know what I like. Stuff like this, I like the hits, but what I do is I go to Apple Music and I pull up their top streaming songs and I find which albums they're on, and I'm like, well, if that's their top songs on Apple, we better get it on vinyl. So that was one of them there. The Replacements' Let It Be, $27.99. Everyone's heard this song at least once in their life. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Of course, that is Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. That's a new reissue of that, back in stock. I didn't realize we had sold out of these that fast, but we did. And I know for sure this is a Doug record. Quicksand, Distant Populations, because I already seen one laying on his desk that he pulled out of this order. That's Quicksand, Distant Populations. So maybe Doug can get on here and comment and tell us a little bit about some of these albums that I'm not filling in all of the gaps. And I think this is another one. We've had this one before. I didn't realize we had sold out of it. And that is The Verve Urban Hymns. The Verve Urban Hymns. And that's we've got that one priced. It's $44.99. This appears to be some kind of deluxe packaging, though. The other one we had was a single LP. This feels like 2 LPs. We'll definitely get the blurb on that one. This is a restock, and it performed just as well as I thought it would. Kids Bop. This is the 20th anniversary of the original Kids Bop album. And of course, back then it was in 2001. It was definitely not released on vinyl. So definitely the first time on vinyl. And it's on a limited edition blue. Original Kids Bop. So very nostalgic. Very nostalgic. A Halloween title. And I think we only have just one of these. So I got to check out what's the deal on this. This must be allocated or a short print run. That's Halloween, Pink Bubbles Go Ape. And that's on limited edition 30th anniversary splatter vinyl. Wow, Halloween's been around longer. Well, 30 years. That's just 1991. Of course, it was still before my time. But when you get into these 2020s, it's like in 2030, 2031, it's going to be 40 years. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to comprehend sometimes. John Denver and the Muppets. This is on Candy Cane Swirl vinyl. At least it should be. There's no hype sticker, but I hope that's what, yeah, it has it right here above the UPC. Candy Cane Swirl vinyl, John Denver and the Muppets. That won't stay around long Thursday night. Technically, I think this is a new release. Of course, not new, but a new reissue. This originally came out in, I think, like 74. Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. This should be a clear vinyl. It's a gatefold, and it's by Friday Music. It should be on clear vinyl. Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. And that's technically street date for this Friday. James Taylor Live. Music on vinyl. Beautiful. We sold out of this last week. I have more in. I kept one. The first time I got this title in, we sold out of it, and then they went out of print. And, of course, I went and seen James Taylor earlier this year, just last month. And this is awesome. Music on vinyl. He's doing all of his hits. You know, music on vinyl, it's going to be sweet sounding. Country Road, Fire and Rain, Something in the Way She Moves. All the hits. Dave Chappelle, 846. Don't know a lot about that, but I'm pretty sure that's another Doug purchase because he had one laying on his desk. And this is technically a restock and also a backup because we still have plenty of these up front, but I'm really worried when they're gone. It's going to be tough to get them again. Nirvana, In Utero, all this 90s rock. So tough to keep in Nirvana. Put that up there at the top of the list. Almost the entire other catalog is out of print except this and Bleach. Nevermind is on, we're doing a pre-order. The new Nevermind 30th anniversary. That comes out pretty soon. We're doing a pre-order on that. Check that out in the group. And all the pre-orders in the group are done in the announcement section and messages if you can't find them. They've done another pressing of this. It's been out of print for a long time. Morgan Wallen, If I Know Me, and this was his first album. And I don't know if they changed labels or what happened on this, but we ordered 30 of these, and they sent us either 3 or 5, so it's heavily allocated. I'm sure there was a ton of back orders for this album. And his newest album, it's out of print again as well. That's something you can't get. Beastie Boys, Root Down. Beastie Boys, Root Down. This is a restock. We had sold out of these. It is on colored vinyl. Beastie Boys, Root Down. And another James Taylor live, and I'm definitely keeping one of these. And I think Seth might want one too. Don't hold me to that, but we only had 5 the other night. First go around, we didn't sell too many, and then I kind of, someone asked the track list. Someone said, what's the track list? And then I read the hype sticker. First time on vinyl, Carole King and James Taylor, live at the Troubadour, the legendary West Coast or Los Angeles club, featuring classics, You've Got a Friend, Fire and Rain, I Feel the Earth Move, and the lacquers are cut by Bernie Grundman at Bernie Grundman Mastering. You'll hear me say the name Bernie Grundman a lot. If he's doing the mastering, it's going to be an excellent recording. Plus, it's on craft and 2LP pressing. If it wasn't so late tonight, I would open this up and give this a test run, but I bet this sounds awesome. And we got 5 more of those in stock. Technically 3. I don't know. Seth, let me know if you want one of those. We sold out the other night, and I think me and him kind of both regret not keeping one. We sold out of this last week. This is a restock. John Coltrane, A Love Supreme, live in Seattle. So if you hear me say we sold out of something, that probably means it's good, and that also means that we're probably going to sell out of it again. And that means if you can get a copy Thursday night, you might want to press that button or type in your comment and grab it, because when these things go out of print, you just never know. They might be printing this album for the next year or have a warehouse full of them, or they could be gone and then they're gone. For record collectors, long-time record collectors, if you're new to record collecting, this probably don't seem like a shock, but I've been buying and selling records, I guess, well, I really don't know how long, but 10, 15 years, I guess now. This used to be a dollar bin record, and now it's, well, vintage copies. We sell $20 or $25. We can't keep them on the shelf. And these new recordings, this is done by Kraft. I found this deep in the catalog. There's a really cheap pressing of this going around. This Kraft recording is what we sold out of last week when I mentioned it was on Kraft. Everyone bought one till we sold out. But the Sound of Music has really, I don't know what's happened, but it's gained popularity. If anyone watching knows why this has taken off, me and John, John's been collecting records for 50 years. Like I said, this used to be a dollar bin record, and now it's like 20 times that. We sell nice copies. Now, we do have beat-up copies, like anything, that we would probably put in a mystery box or put back here in the $2.99 bins, but nice, clean copies of this are tough to find, the original, Sound of Music. And I think that some of the originals came with a booklet, and I see some of those bid up $36, $56 on eBay. So just kind of mind-blowing what that's done. And that's a Kraft pressing. So we're going to sell out of those. I guarantee it. Put money on it. Rolling Stones. Now, like I said last Thursday, and don't hold me to this, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But I think this was just a website exclusive. Rolling Stones Goat Head Soup. I'm pretty sure this was just a website exclusive for them. And it's on clear vinyl. And I almost called it the band cover. But I think it's just not recalled either. They were originally going to make that the cover. And I don't think they ever did release it in the UK or the US like that. I know they didn't in the US. But so I guess they ended up pressing some. Now that they're multi-billionaires, they can put whatever they want to on a cover and people are still going to buy it. But that should be on clear or silver vinyl. And this was originally a website exclusive, and now they've kind of, I think, distributed some to suppliers so they could get to local record shops like here. Last 2 records. We sold out of this last week, the Kingfish. His name is Christone Ingram, Kingfish, and that's on blue vinyl. Man, we had a lot of requests for this. I didn't do a big enough pre-order. Name of the album is 662. This is evidently really, really good. I hadn't had a chance to check it out. It's on the Alligator label, so you know, definitely blues-ish. So we got more of those in on the purple vinyl variant. So if you want one of those, tune in Thursday night. And I think last week when I went back and edited my first new arrivals video, I got so excited talking about animals, I didn't realize I had talked about it for like 5 minutes. So I hope I didn't bore you to death talking about animals. But it's one of my favorite albums. And this is that Bernie Grundman mastering that is just sweet. Go back and watch the first video. But this is one of the best sounding copies of Animals you can get, better than even an original first press. The best sounding is an original UK press. So if you want a copy of Pink Floyd Animals, you're not going to find one in our vintage bins. They sell out immediately, and they're $40 and $50 for nice ones. $36.99, and this one's going to sound better. And the good thing is I have an entire crate full of them now because I was really worried about selling out. I'll probably sell a bunch more Thursday night. Be watching. We'll see if we sell out again. I'm going to order as many of them as I can get because this is truly the best sounding copy of Pink Floyd Animals that is affordable. The other one runs $200 or $300 for a nice first press UK. So what I didn't show, I probably could fill up and another entire bin of new arrivals that's in my office. What I'm going to try to do is we're having a live sale Wednesday night. If you're watching this tomorrow morning, for me tomorrow morning, for you, Wednesday, if you're waking up and watching this, we're going to have a sale tonight, 50% off records. And then after that sale, I have crates and boxes still to unbox. We went through the 7-inch. So a lot of times we're just looking at albums in the LP section on our distributor's website. We went through all the 7-inch stuff, and Doug ordered a lot of really cool stuff I didn't know that was even out there. And this is one of them. So I had about 5 more little 7-inch box sets, the Kinks, Nirvana, and some other stuff that I didn't know existed. So if I don't have time to make a video for that tomorrow night before Thursday, just tune in Thursday to see the rest, because we got stuff that will be in Thursday that I didn't even show, and we'll have stuff that I have right here next to me, but I didn't have time to in this video. I don't know how long this is, but I was trying to keep it a little bit shorter. So I will stop talking. Hopefully you can watch our next live Facebook sale. We have them now 3 or 4 times a week. I'm Chad Williams, owner here. I thank you for your continued business. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would absolutely make my day. I'll say that every time. So thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow night live on Facebook. Appreciate you watching.